Okay, so it's been a while since we checked in on our boy Matt Walsh. I just want to see how he's doing. Apparently TikTok doesn't like him too much, surprise, surprise. And he's going to respond to some haters. So I want to see what they have to say. Because I love it when conservatives post their L's. It's very fun for me. Let's take a look.
So we're going to venture again today into the dark, cavernous bowels of TikTok to watch and respond to some anti-me, anti-Matt Walsh TikTok videos. You would never expect this. It's shocking to learn this.
I love anti-Matt Walsh videos.
But small minority on that website do not like me very much.
What an L. Like, why would you just openly admit that, like, a ton of people don't like you? You know? Well, I guess a ton of people don't like me, but it's not like a big old crowd of people on TikTok hate me. You know? I'm just saying.
I don't know why, but that's how they feel about it.
You don't want to be not liked.
So we'll quickly go through, I think I've got 5 of these videos of the many to choose from. Here's the
Granny Puss, I need a hug. Hugs you gently through screen. There. It will all be okay.
First one.
Y'all, the Crispy's chicken thing, it's gotten out of control. It's gotten out of hand, y'all. Nobody could just let West Virginians be weird. Y'all can't let us be weird. You gotta make it a Discord.
What's the Crispy's chicken thing? Well, Matt will probably explain it.
Matt Walsh has thrown his hat into the ring and get into our backwoods chicken sandwich business. Y'all couldn't just let us laugh about things.
Hello, Queen Laura.
You couldn't let us have our memes. Matt, you had to make it racist and weird. And now every dumbass in town is gonna be like, Matt Walsh makes good points. Because Matt Walsh is a literal demon.
I gotta say, I cannot stand the TikTok trend of, like, zooming in on the face and then zooming back out and zooming in on the face again. And then I hate it so much. I hate TikTok.
You know what? There's only one thing to do now.
That's why I quit
was going
posting
to avoid
there.
it. There's only one thing left to do. I have to go on Alligator Jackson's podcast. Because now Matt Walsh is aware of Alligator Jackson. And if I do not want Diaper Baby Plushie Man to infiltrate my area, I've got to go even the playing field. God, Matt Walsh, why can't you just let us have fun? Conservatives
I agree.
Everything. I swear to God. We're having a fun time, laughing at our memes, making fun of this guy for making a fool of himself on Alligator Jackson's podcast. And Matt Walsh had to f it up like he f***s up everything else in my life.
What's Alligator? When was he on Alligator? I don't know Alligator Jackson, so I would like to know. Here, hold on. I got too many tabs open. Matt Walsh on Alligator Jackson? Is this a whole thing I gotta look at? Yeah, I guess it is. Right? No. Maybe it is. Yeah, this is his video, I guess. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know what this is. We'll just keep watching this.
I've screwed up everything in this person's life. I don't know how I'm doing that. I don't even know who this person is. Now, just a little...
Wrong meme. You should have used... It genuinely would have been funny if you had used the Thanos meme. I don't even know who you are. But, to be fair, Matt Walsh is ruining a lot of people whose names he will never know. Like, he's ruining their lives, so that's cool.
Context here. A few weeks ago, on the show, we talked about a manager of a fried chicken restaurant in West Virginia, in Huntington, I think it was, who went on a local West Virginia podcast hosted by a man named Alligator Jackson.
Gator needs a scat, you pump bitch.
To claim that customers who don't like his restaurant are racist. And by the way, you know, this is me getting involved in local issues in a positive way, because I will say that I mentioned this Alligator Jackson's podcast on the show a couple weeks ago. And at the time, I think he had like 20 subscribers. I just went to go check. He's at like 500 now. That's all Sweet Baby Gang. So that's us supporting Alligator Jackson and his podcast.
Here, wait. I want to see Alligator Jackson now. Does he have a YouTube channel? Yeah. No, this isn't it. Talk Huntington. Ah, here we go. What is with his homepage? Oh, sorry. I thought that I couldn't see anything with a short. Only got one short, though. You should take that off. Matt Walsh on Talk Huntington. Yeah, I don't know who these guys are. I don't really care.
Now, that's all Sweet Baby Gang. So that's us supporting Alligator Jackson and his podcast. That's what this guy, I think, is referring to. A couple things. First of all, I always enjoy it when I hear this
Wait, you think? I thought you could always tell, Matt. Interesting.
This from people. Anytime I have an opinion about something and they say, why can't you just let us enjoy this? Why can't you let us have fun? Well, how am I stopping you from enjoying anything?
Look, okay, it's not my fault.
I didn't know that your enjoyment of a thing hinges on me personally endorsing it. And finally, all I can say, sir.
I just I don't have enough context to understand what's going on, and I feel like if you're doing like a general TikTok react, you should give a little bit more context. You know what I mean? That's just me.
Or madam, is
he bragging about 500 subs? Well, I don't like to shit on people for how many subs they have typically, unless they shit on other people for it. But I will say getting only 500 additional subs when Matt Walsh comes on is a pretty big L on Matt Walsh's part. I'm not gonna lie.
Sir.
You'd think was
I'm
his
going
pull.
with sir. In terms of stopping you from being weird, I assure you that
It's just funny that he thinks that's an insult when that's kind of the point probably, is that you can't tell what gender the person is. So that's a W on that person's part.
could not ever stop that. There's nothing I can do to stop you from being that.
He's too short. He dresses like a girl. He's different.
That's something that your parents
What?
were for, and they apparently
these
didn't do their job in
references?
that regard, and I'm quite sorry about that. Which is a good segue into my
Unlike Matt Walsh, who is a very good parent.
next TikTok critic. Let's watch that one.
I'm transgender.
It's possible that you could fool someone. You've put your identity on the table.
Love and
Notice he will never ever show the clip where I owned him. He'll never show it.
Just to be clear, you do support 13-year-olds giving birth to their child.
You have not. We can't have this. We have not. I don't support killing a child. Do
No,
you?
but no, I do not. But I'm
Okay,
asking
so you do support abortion?
No,
or you
you're
don't?
avoiding my question. Do you
I've
support?
answered your question. You haven't answered
have not.
mine.
You have not answered the question. Yes or
Is
no?
the unborn child
Do
a human
you
being or
support-
not?
I'm not letting you get away from this, man.
Never.
support for this beautiful trans woman. But please don't debate Matt Walsh. That man is a bad fake.
I would totally debate Matt Walsh. I learned during that encounter with him that he has no idea what he's doing unless he's in front of a script. Honestly, he is so bad at public appearances.
Actor who is capitalizing off of transphobia to make money. Blame
And also, I disagree with this person. You should be willing to engage with people from the other side sometimes. Now, there are times when you shouldn't. You know, Matt Walsh is already, there's no platforming Matt Walsh. You know what I mean? There's no platforming him. He already exists in, an area where everybody knows who he is, basically. So, there's no platforming him. Everyone already knows who he is. So, it's not a bad thing to, go after him. You know what I mean? In person or otherwise.
Plain and simple. His intention in engaging in any sort of conversation
That's
about
pretty true,
this
Kermit.
is to get a soundbite and to embarrass the transgender community online. If you're going to be talking to him, have a quick and witty response to what is a woman. Just be self-aware if you have the tools to debate him. Joe Rogan ate this man up. Jon Stewart would eat this man up. If you can't, leave this man alone. Focus on having your conversations about being trans with people that have empathy. There are plenty of those people out here. Leave Matt Walsh alone.
I think there's merit. In making Matt Walsh look stupid. I'm just saying. It's like those Charlie Kirk sessions. It's all pre-engineered to exacerbate the grift to make it seem as if there's no opposition because he can be louder than college students. Yes, that's correct. Yes. It's all scripted and mapped out. I just want Walsh banned from IRL. I do wish that Walsh would be banned from the IRL servers. It'd be nice. Need a patch update to get rid of the Walsh NPC.
I agree. Leave me alone.
Matt Walsh.
What is with these references?
Transphobia. His intention in engaging in
He says that if you're trans
They're not good jokes.
identified, that you should have a quick and witty response to the "what is a woman" question. Now, I have quite famously been seeking such a response from the trans activist crowd for many, many years now.
Matt Walsh, why do you think 13-year-old victims should give birth? I've been seeking an answer to this question since I asked it last year, and he hasn't been able to answer yet.
And I think that the reason why there hasn't been a quick and witty response offered is because there is not one available.
Yeah. Great question. I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
As far as I could tell, and as far as apparently anyone could tell, there is no quick and witty way to give a wrong answer to the easiest question in existence.
There's plenty of ways. You can say a woman is whatever gets my dick hard. A woman is whatever they want to be. A woman is a woman, you know? It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think a woman is. A woman is just a gender role that people kind of take on, like it's a label that people take on and kind of morph it into their own their own identity, if you will. You know? Like, that's what a woman is. It's a gender identity. That's all it is. If you talk about female, typically people who are female are also women, but not always. You know, like there are plenty of people who identify as women who don't have XX chromosomes, like Swire syndrome women, or what is it, Klinefelter syndrome, I think, with just X. You know, there's all kinds of like genetic variables that go on there. There's also just transgender women, XY, you know, born and raised as a male person, as a boy, but then later they realized, or, you know, if they were, assuming they weren't forced into that, later they realized, oh, I actually identify better as a woman, you know? Sorry, that was a drawn out answer, but you guys get the idea.
And the second thing is that if you feel you can only debate people who empathize with you, that's a pretty good indication that you aren't very confident in.
Matt Walsh has this appearance of a man's man. I disagree. I think that Matt Walsh looks like even more soy than I do, honestly.
Your point of view. But even if that is the standard, if the standard is that you should, you know, that you should only debate people who have empathy for you, well, here's the good news. I do have empathy. I have a lot of empathy for trans-identified people.
Yeah, that's bullshit. We talked about this so many times. Matt Walsh and his ilk do not have any sympathy for trans people. They just pretend that they do while bullying them. It's like that one, I still need to get that edited and uploaded. That one guy that I went over a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I think last week. He's a trans medicalist. He's a trans medicalist who was going over TikToks and basically just making fun of people for how they look and then being like, well, but I care about you. But I care about you, and that's why I'm doing this. It's like, no, you don't. Off with that. I wish that they would just say that they hate us. You know what I mean? Like, that's so much better than the condescension.
Well, a ton of empathy for them.
Hey, gay fish, what's up?
And that's why I tell them the truth, because there is no empathy without truth. Whether you're feeling stressed or anxious or simply seeking a moment of peace and tranquility, the Hallow app has something for you. Hallow offers an incredible range of guided meditation. You have a free at Hallow. Download the Hallow 3-month.
I was just
6,000 prayers and meditations.
I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know, it sounds really good. Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today. Because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store.
Oh wait, I've seen this one. Wait, this isn't anybody hating on Matt Walsh. This is just like a TikTok. I've seen this TikTok. No, this person is like talking about how free they are, right? To just like go home and be able to do what they want, which is awesome. That's what everybody should be striving for.
And learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today.
Now, if that video was entirely inoffensive to you and you're maybe even a little jealous of the 29-year-old named Julia, congratulations for being a normal human being. However, for anti-freedom...
I don't like Anna Kasparian and her takes lately, but she does hit sometimes.
Freak, Matt Walsh, apparently that was a highly offensive video. So offensive that he started ranting about it. Her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids, so instead it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is.
She's living the dream. Like, bless her heart. You know what I thought when I saw that video? America.
So we have demon and anti-freedom freak. I got to put both of those in my bio. Like, we don't need to open up this can of worms again. We already did we did one whole
He already has fascist in his bio, I believe.
News cycle about me being an awful bully because I expressed an opinion about a video that this woman chose to put on the internet. One that, by the way, lots of other people were giving their opinions on.
What's wrong with Matt Walsh? Did the kid he was keeping in his basement escape or something? I'm pretty sure he keeps all of his kids. Like, let's just say this. I would not want to be one of his kids. Let's just say that.
I wasn't even like the first one. Okay, it wasn't like she posted that video and then I was the first comment on it because I don't follow her work that closely or at all. So lots of people are giving their opinions about it one way or another. I come along and say, well, here's my opinion also. And then all of a sudden it's, well, how dare you bully this poor woman? What is it? It's none of your business how she chooses to live. Okay, well then why didn't you put it on the internet? Like, why are you making a video and saying, hey, internet, here's how I live?
Nobody's saying it's not your business. They're saying you're wrong. They're calling you wrong. They're saying that you suck because this woman is clearly happy living her life the way that she is, and you're telling her, no, she's not. Like, that's the problem. You're saying, no, she's actually not happy. So you're just wrong. You know? Like, that's all there is to it. There's not people... It's not about it not being his business, because, frankly, if you post something to the internet, you've made it everybody's business. Okay? Like, if you post something to your social media, you've now made it everybody's business. So he can comment on it all he wants. I'm not saying he can't. But what I am saying is that if you comment on it with the wrong take, people are going to say, hey, man, you're kind of fucking stupid and also evil. Because you think that people, like, should like, a woman like that should, like, be tied to a man or something. You know, I was going to say working, but he probably believes that women need to be chained to their kitchens and, you know, beat up until they make you a sandwich.
I live my life. The moment you do that, you are inviting the internet to give their opinion back to you. If you don't want their opinion, don't tell them.
Damn, actually.
To the claim that I was offended by it, there's nothing about it that personally offends me. The reason I don't find it offensive is that I find it pitiful. And I don't want you to lead a pitiful existence centered around nothing but yourself and your own amusement, but it doesn't really harm me.
How's it pitiful? What's pitiful about it? Like, honestly, there's nothing pitiful about being free to do what you want. Like, I am about as free as a person can get under capitalism, like an average working class person. I show up at my job, I have a client that I take care of, it's one patient, I do my cares on him, and then from there, I'm free to do whatever I want. Lately, it's been crocheting. Sometimes it's working on my YouTube stuff. Now, I'm still tethered to that spot, so I can't, like, go anywhere that I want to, obviously. I can't go traveling, obviously. But I can, within reason, do basically whatever I want in the intermediate space, you know, which is cool. That's awesome for me. And I do that 3 days a week, and then the other 4 days a week, I'm totally free. I can do whatever I want, and I make enough money. So that's what freedom is just being able to do whatever you want and not have to worry, like, within reason, and not have to worry, like, too much about how much you're spending or how much, you know, this thing will cost or that thing will cost, or, you know, whether or not you have time for it. You know, the more time that you have to do stuff and the more stuff that you can do feasibly, the more freedom you have. That's what freedom is. It's not like the government telling you that you, like, it's not the government being out of your business. Sometimes the government being in your business grants you a lot more freedom, actually. Just ask people on disability. You know, people on disability get money. Money is freedom in this world. So his idea of freedom is just wrong. That's why he needs a diaper. Yeah. Someone take the memes away from this boomer. Yeah, his editor needs to be put in check. I don't even think they're funny. Conservatives mow more than people who I take to bed. I wonder if I should be personally offended at that or not. I love the taste of freedom. Just ate some freedom fries with nacho cheese. Nice. That's awesome. That sounds delicious. I'm actually pretty hungry, not gonna lie.
If you do. I don't want people to live lives like this, even if it's not me. So it's compassion is what it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Also, I'm gonna get probably copyright strike for that, so that's cool. But yeah, like, Matt Walsh was just wrong on that. I agree with Anna Kasparian on that. Like, if you don't want people to be as free as possible in, you know, the year of our Lord and Savior 2024, then you are just a bad person. People should be allowed to do whatever they want as long as it's not infringing upon the liberties of other people around them. And Matt Walsh, being a homophobe and a transphobe and a traditionalist who wants women to be working constantly at home for their husbands, cleaning the house and taking care of 12 kids, while the husband is out at work all day for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, making barely enough to scrape by. That's the world that he wants. And frankly, I just don't think that that's a very good way to live. And it's not free. So Matt Walsh hates freedom. I am firm in that. He completely hates freedom. And yeah, it was a very pitiful video. Just, you know, wellness check on Matt Walsh complete. He is still not well. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits, such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.